Greetings and welcome to this week's edition of 401k Real Talk. This is Fred Barstein, contributing editor at wealthmanagement.com's RPA Edge and CEO at Trow, TPSU, and 401k TV. I review all of last week's stories and select the most important and interesting ones, providing open, honest, and candid discussion you will not get anywhere else. So let's get real. First story, in an interesting move, John Hancock hired Wayne Park to head up their U.S. record-keeping division, reporting to their global retirement head, Amy DiCamillo, a longtime U.S. retirement industry veteran. Park's background is direct-to-consumer, most recently at American Century, after stints at T. Rowe and Vanguard. Does that signal Hancock's interest in leveraging participants? And will that be in partnership with advisors, or like most of the Fab Five, in conflict? In other news, eBree named a new CEO, Barb Marder from Mercer, just as the number of participants in their research database has greatly diminished, and longtime Merrill exec Andy Sieg, who had run their retirement division, recently departed to head up Citigroup's wealth management group. Next story. As DC providers scramble to capture retirement income assets, T. Rowe Price has acquired Retiree, led by longtime CEO Bill Meyer, founder of Social Security Solutions. The software attempts to help investors maximize retirement income through Social Security tweaks, Roth calculators, and personalized tax strategies. Sean Murray, longtime industry veteran, had a brief stint there before gigs at BlackRock and Envestnet. Retirement income is the holy grail for DC providers looking to help and monetize participants beyond IRA rollovers. But, like its namesake, it is proven to be just as elusive, with no significant adoption by plan sponsors and RPAs yet. Next story, while both the RIA and RPA M&A markets are still strong and expect to continue that way in 2023, experts are projecting a slowdown, with higher interest rates increasing the cost of acquisition, limiting upfront cash payments. Many of the better RPA firms, which take longer to develop than RIAs, are off the market, leading some RPA aggregators to focus more on wealth advisors. Meanwhile, the Wise Rhino Group cautions firms about onerous non-compete and non-solicitation agreements under attack by the FTC, which, unlike Price, are usually non-negotiable, leaving their younger non-equity professionals in the lurch. All of which will be discussed at the wealthmanagement.com May 22nd through 23rd RPA Aggregator Roundtable and Think Tank, part of Wealth Edge in Hollywood, Florida, which will include both RIA aggregators and institutional investment consultants this year, preceded by a buyer's workshop led by Wise Rhino and an RIA banker. Next story, one of the more interesting provisions of Secure 2.0 is the pension-like emergency savings account, or PLESA, as if we didn't have enough acronyms, which allows non-highly compensated employees to put away as much as $2,500 in a Roth account with few, if any, withdrawal restrictions. It can eliminate the need for loans and is good for plans and lower paid workers and low participation rates, which can be deployed automatically. PLESAs can also be a good way for advisors to really help clients beyond the triple Fs, and is a tangible financial wellness tool and could further fuel the explosion of small entity retirement plans driven by Secure 2.0 and state mandates. Finally, as it becomes easier to find and consolidate retirement plans through Secure 2.0 with a lost and found database expected in 2025 by the DOL, as well as current private solutions like Meet Beagle and the Portability Services Network, the question of whether IRA rollovers are in the best interests of participants will only get louder, discussed in my recent wealthmanagement.com RPA Edge column this week. While choice is important, the cost and protection within ERISA plans are much more attractive, and wealth advisors can now manage clients' DC plan assets through tools offered by Pantera without rolling them out. Like buying a new car, eating more pizza, or drinking more beer, the most popular advertisers at the Super Bowl, along with IRA rollovers. The question is whether any of these are good for the long-term well-being and health of Americans. So those are the most important and interesting stories from the past week. I listed a few others I thought were worth reading. Please let me know if I missed anything or if you have any comments. Otherwise, I look forward to speaking to you next week on 401k Real Talk.